It gets worse before it gets better. But when it gets better, does it shift? So this kind of can go for every aspect of life, which makes it that much more powerful. But especially with exercising, you can see how within the first few attempts of building yourself physically, you will feel so painful. It'll hurt so bad. And it's because your body hasn't experienced this before. And this sounds familiar to just living life. Whenever you do something new for the first time or for the first few times, you feel so strange. You feel so awkward, so uncomfortable because this is new and new is weird and different. Now, the perspective of somebody that quits very early on sees strange, uncomfortable, weird, corny, whatever it may be, as painful, as bad. Like pain, uncomfortable equals bad. So why do this? And if people only knew how terrible that makes their situation, because when you see something is bad, you run away from it. Most times, most people, their first instinct is to go away from what they deem as bad. So if you deem physical pain as bad and not beneficial for the long-term process, you're going to just run away from pain. And that's not good, because if you're watching a video like this, you understand pain is what creates you. Pain is what drives your inner self to come out. Your inner self is dormant for most of your life because there's no need for him or her to come out. There's hasn't been any real battle in your life. Respect to you if you have. There hasn't been any big battle that needed that level of you. Now, hearing that, I hope you feel a sense of, why haven't I? Now, if you're young, it's understandable. You just haven't lived life yet. But the older you get and the more you kind of realize, like, all right, life is about kind of climbing the mountain. Life is about the struggle and then the reward you get from that struggle that you've been through. So you should realize, like, you got to get some scratches on your back. You got to get some pains, some sore spots, because you jump to another level of reality when you go through intense pain. So, for example, me and my friends run. We love running together. They're both athletes. I recently adopted that running grit. And so, whenever we run, it's hard. It's really hard. And the last few times we've gone pretty long distances. So, that makes your pace a little slower. But for example, when we go on our 3 mile run, we'll usually run around 7:45, which is pretty a good run. And afterwards, I don't really know how to explain it, but if you understand the feeling, you'll know what I mean. You can't relax your body. Your body has just gone through such hard and strenuous activity that when you sit down on your couch and you're like, oh, your body is so hurt that you kind of have to hold yourself up a little bit. And that takes grit. And if you can get to that point of wanting to relax, but physically not being able to, you've reached it. You've reached that level of, you're not at a comfortable state of mental presence. You are at an elevated state of human consciousness. When you're at that level, it doesn't always feel euphoric, blissful, joyous, uh, connecting with the universe. It doesn't always feel like that. Sometimes it feels like genuine shit. Like sometimes my stomach will just hurt after a workout, like I ate something bad, and I'm like, what the fuck is this pain? And it can be like confusing, it can be frustrating. It can be whatever emotions come up for you, because this is attacking your shadow, and that's a very good thing. So don't see that as bad. Um, this is a whole process, and it doesn't. It's not sunshine and rainbows of like, oh, I worked out so hard, and yeah, it'll feel a little stressful, but I'm gonna get jacked. Like, it doesn't always feel like that, and it's good to know. It's good to remind yourself that you will feel the spectrum of emotions. Every single emotion that lives within you will be touched when you push yourself. And that's a great thing. It's an amazing thing to feel yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? It's an amazing thing to be able to expose yourself to what's buried within. And personally, I've found that the best way to do that is through hard exercise, even though it can feel a little unconventional. Side note, if you're watching this far and you really like what I'm saying, please do me and do you a favor. Click the link in the description and check out my paid course for living your best physical life. I think everybody could benefit from just overall increasing their physicality, whether that be aesthetic, whether that be endurance, whether that be strength. All areas of your physical identity are touched up on this course. So I think it'll be very beneficial for your just improvement as a physical person, a human. So click the link. But back to what I'm talking about. Your emotions are the most powerful thing you have, because what drives you in the morning? What wakes you up and gets you out of bed to start your work, start your school, start your day? How you feel. Like you, and now I'm truly sorry if you have to wake up and not feel good but go to a job. But even in that situation, it's a little more nuanced, but at the base fundamental part of it, you feel some type of way, thus you act. So, like for that example of, say you have to wake up, you don't want to get up, but you have to go to work. Okay, you don't want to go to work, but you have to. Why do you have to? Because you need money. So you feel, I don't want to go to work, but I have to. So that might be a more of a discipline thing. But again, it's still about your emotions. You feel some type of way. Most people aren't in this rat race. If you're watching this video, I really don't think you're in the rat race. But if you are, you can understand that everything is your emotions. It's hard to admit to a young boy full of testosterone that his life is dictated by his emotions. But this is the thing most people miss. Your emotions aren't just some crybaby feelings. No, your emotions are what take um, Kanye to post all these things on Twitter. You get it. You see that emotions aren't just what girls talk about all day. Emotions are what make people do things. So if you can orient your emotions towards living a more physically active life and thus becoming more individualized as a person, you just took both of, if you're watching this right now, you're probably the person I think you are. You took two of the most challenging aspects of your life right now, your physical position and your emotional state. Both of these can be integrated together. Click the link in the description if you're still watching this. If you're hearing me talk right now, I love you. And I hope that you like what I'm saying. If you're the person that's watching this all the way through, then you are really special. Everybody's special in their own way. Everybody's not special in their own way. But right now, in this moment of time, if you're looking at my eyes and I'm looking at the camera, looking at you, you're an important person. You're here with me listening to what I have to say about integrating your emotions to become a better version of yourself. Holy shit. What is to come of you if you're listening to me speak about this? I'm barely started my life, but if you're starting your life and you're watching me, holy crap, you have it ahead of you. And I really want to meet you one day. I think if you click the link in my description, become a member, join, get to see what I'm talking about. In this course that I'm referring to, Ideal Physical Self, it really has a lot in the courses. There's a few modules for different types of aspects of working out. Personally, I'm not a bitch. I like doing everything. So I lift, I run, I do MMA. What else? I mean, I bike. I am a physical person. So I like to round out everything and see the big picture of how I can shape myself into a more individualized person. And I found that through multiple avenues of exercise. And you can too if you listen to what I have to say through the course. So I hope to see you in there. It was great talking with you. Thank you.